Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Jackson, first play, going to throw. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Now they contend with a second and 12 after the loss. Jackson now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. That's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with first and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll keep it on the ground. Alexander. And he's able to get out to the 32. Brought down there. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And it's a short one here. Complete to the tight end. That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll run. It's Rashard Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard.
Mahomes now to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run for it here with Smith. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are 1 game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got, and that's a heck of a run right there.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That is caught by Herbert. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Smith up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they'll get this down to the 10. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now Robinson cuts up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 4-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Play there, 95 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now here's Mahomes. Loose inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big play there for KC. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Eye on these two. Eye on these two. 180. Hey, Rick, what's that?
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he's got it. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now Jackson back into his end zone. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So that flag will set him back 5 yards. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start.
Yellow. Right side.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football, and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They'll go with a 4-receiver look here, 2 on each side as they face a 2nd down and 8. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jalen Noel from a yard out. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing right, and that's complete. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Yellow, 0-15, 180.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. LeJante Rester, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Picked off by Malachi Starks. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
You change it. Yo.
After the interception, here's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10. Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Jackson going to change things up a bit. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a 2nd here.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
To throw is Jackson. Caught here, right side, no. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman, 45 yards. And the Ravens are able to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll drop the throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Alexander. And he'll be taken down at the 34. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Now back to throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great effort there. 33 yards. the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Into space at the 45. He may go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Chiefs 15. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go, take it to the house.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. 2nd down and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Mahomes now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
32-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And Mahomes will do it himself. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you're not going to just run this clock out because this one is over a long time ago.
Jackson to Bateman there, first down Ravens. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Nate Wiggins on the coverage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 43. Oh, and that is incomplete. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now it's second and 10. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Mahomes going to change things up.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 28 yards. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now down to 20. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody.
Yeah. Ran the money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got rich, these got broke, call me slow 6 racks on a sweater. My thing I'm cheating, I'm just